have been talking for a while, guys, but we're gonna press on. Hey there, guys, it's Tina and I am back. And as I asked you guys a while back, I said, hey, are you guys interested in me doing a PR haul? Because I know that people are kind of looking down on them a little bit because they got very showy. But I feel like PR hauls are helpful in seeing new products because I get to try out new products that I wouldn't have necessarily tried out on my own because God knows I can't purchase all the releases because there are a lot. Every 5 minutes. Are you exhausted yet? Because I am. I am up here with makeup releases. But I do get to try out quite a few things. And this way you can see what I have in my collection and you can tell me what you're interested in hearing more about. Now I'm going to give you my initial thoughts. Some of them might be a little bit more informed because I've used the product, or they may just be initial impressions. But like I said, let me know what you guys want to see upcoming and we can delve into all of that. So we're going to talk about some PR things right now. Oh, side note, by the way, PR just means these products were sent for consideration. No one's paying me. No one's forcing me. It's not mandatory or I'm not obligated to share these products with you guys. It's just, hey, try these out. If you like them, share them with your audience, but you're under no obligation. So even though these were sent to me for free, ain't nobody buying any kind of positive review from me. You know what I mean? But anyway, I got it, guys. This is the Cherry collection from Urban Decay. Now, I had anticipated that I was going to get this for review, and I mentioned it in my no buy wish list video that it was not something that I personally was looking into. But like I said, you get products to try out that you wouldn't necessarily have tried out on your own. So I did get the Cherry collection. So the Naked Cherry collection is a few items, but I think the one thing that most people are interested in is the Urban Decay Naked Cherry palette. Ta-da! Here it is. Here's the box that it comes in. I like the presentation. I think it's cute. I think it falls right in line with their other Naked palettes. I do wish, though, that they would redo their Naked palettes so they weren't as thick as they are right now, because I don't think this is necessary. We had seen swatches of these before. It's in their signature layout, 12 eyeshadows with the dual-ended brush. And the dual-ended brush has the Naked Cherry on it and has a fluffy end and then a little smudger end. I actually do like the fluffy end on these brushes. They are nice for, like, just if you're in a pinch and you need a blender. What I mentioned in my no-buy video for this palette is that I think the tones run into each other. They are very similar and they're very muted. I don't think this palette is going to be good for darker skin at all because these shades are not going to show up. Medium skin to lighter skin may like this. If you're into pinky tones, you might like this. And if you're into just doing the same kind of look, so you're not looking for a lot of variety from an eyeshadow palette and you love mauvey pinky tones. If you like Naked 3 and you want like a sister palette, or if you like their Back Talk palette, you might like this. I personally didn't like either of those palettes. There are 6, 7 mattes, so I think they did a good selection of mattes. I appreciate that because they tend to have mostly shimmery shades, so I'll give them kudos for that. There are 6 mattes, and their matte formula, like this dark brown, is very nice. That's Privacy. They have a cherry mauve shade. That's good too. If you like modern renaissance, like those kinds of shades, that's what you can anticipate here. But you see, the shades are like a gradient of each other, which is not necessarily a bad thing. It's just that the variety won't be there because these are going to kind of blend in together. And I don't necessarily want that for myself. I would like diversity rather than just one gradient of the same shade. But with a gradient of shades, you see, like, these two shades are so similar, it's not going to look that much different on the eye. But the mattes in here are very smooth, very creamy. So if it is a shade theme that you're into, like if you truly do like the shade selection and these are right up your alley, the formulation is pretty nice. I know I was asked if these are similar to their other Naked palettes. Sometimes their palettes can be hit or miss. These mattes actually feel like they have more substance. They're a little thicker, which sometimes they can make the really thin eyeshadows where you don't get a lot of punch. So these are thicker, they feel better, and the shimmer shades are not highly metallic, but they're not those shades with the chunky glitter in them. So if you like the shade selection, I think the formulation feels pretty good and you wouldn't be disappointed, but the shade selection is what turns me off of that palette. I think if you're light to like maybe medium, you'll like that. Then they also have the Naked Cherry Highlight and Blush Palette. Now, the one that they did with Christian Liane, yes, the one that they did with Christian Liane was really pretty. So I don't like their individual highlighters. Like they have one, I forget the name of it, but it's like a domed baked highlighter. I don't like those. And I don't like their blushes, their standalone blushes. But the Christian Liane highlighter palette, I did like that formulation. And this seems to be along the same line, like the same formulation. The blush shade is stiffer in this, like it's taken a lot to get any color. Let me see if I can get a brush to pick up color. And I don't like palettes like this where the colors run together, because it's hard to get your brush just in like the blush. Okay, so the blush shows up on my skin. Again, Urban Decay does not make my perfect blush formula. I think they should step back and actually reformulate their blushes, because that's one part that I think they're lacking. Oh, the pigment is there. Oh, okay. I look bruised. I look a little bruised. Let me buff that out. Okay, so the blush did apply pretty nicely. I was kind of worried because it was a stiffer formula. And the highlighter, the more champagne-y one, is beautiful. Like I said, I like the highlighter formula in their palettes versus their singles. But this white shade, oh no, that is one of the oh, that has glitter in it. That's not gonna work. I don't love this. I don't think that is amazing either. And then they released 3 lipsticks with this, again along the cherry theme. Now I will say that their lipstick formula is one of my favorite lipstick formulas. I think they do excellent lipsticks. If I had to pick like my go-to cream lipsticks, it would be from Urban Decay, because I don't know, like their cream lipstick, they redid this formulation a couple of years ago and they just hit it out the park, and they released an abundance of shades, and I think they did such a good job, and they always release new shades. So these are in, like, I love the packaging, I love the cherry theme, I think it's fun and cute. This is the shade Juicy, which is a metallized. I don't like metallized lipsticks on their own. However, for Urban Decay, what I like to do with these is put them over a longwear lipstick or like a cream lipstick of a similar shade to give it a glossy, shiny finish. And these work excellent for that. You don't feel the glitter at all. It just looks shiny and beautiful. These I love for that reason. They also have Devilish, which is more of a pinky shimmer. And this doesn't have silver to it, so that's going to be beautiful. Let me see, actually. But see, you can add them to the center of longwear lipsticks, because this is a liquid lipstick, and it makes them a little bit more comfortable. They feel better on the lips, and then it gives this shine without being a gloss. So I do love their glitter lipsticks for that. Now, are you going to buy a full glitter lipstick for that? I don't know. But I do really like this one, the Juicy, because it is going to give you a juicy look, because it has a sheer pinky base and then pinky glitter. I think that's going to be gorgeous. And then they have a cream one. This shade is in Cherry. That's a deep vampy cherry. Again, I would put that over a liquid lipstick. But their cream lipsticks stand alone well, and their creamy mattes are so excellent. So I do like their cream lipsticks. I do actually really like that formulation. And then they released also 2 shades of their Glide On eye pencils. They released the shade Love Drug, which is a shimmery purple. The pigmentation on this is questionable. And then they have this smoky shade called Black Market. It's more like a smoky charcoal black versus like a full-on black. This would be great for smoking out the lower lash line if you don't want to go full black. And I do like their glide-on pencils. I just feel like this berry shade is not really impressive. The dark shade would have to be for like a smoky liner where you don't want to do full black. So that's that. And then of course they have the all-nighter cherry scented long lasting makeup setting spray. When I heard this was gonna be cherry scented, I was like, oh dear Jesus, this is gonna probably smell like cough syrup. You know that cherry flavored cough syrup? Vicks, any one of them have the cough syrup, Robitussin, and that's exactly what it smells like. Oh my god, it smells like cherry Robitussin. I could not. Let me see. Let me really try this out. So their 24-hour setting spray. This, what is it called? The all-nighter setting spray. People love this setting spray. Personally, I don't love settings. Lord Jesus. I don't love setting sprays. That's not my thing. I hardly use them. So I can't speak on it. It smells like a cross between cherry Robitussin and that cherry car air freshener. That's what it smells like. So if that's your thing, go for it. But I do hear good things about the all-nighter. I can't vouch for it because I'm not a setting spray kind of person. But it's a nice travel size. And if you can stand that saying, good luck. But no. So overall, I don't think this collection really hit it out the park. I think Urban Decay can do much better. And I want to see them do, somebody did mention this, an Electric 2. Because they discontinued the Electric palette. An Electric 2 palette would be amazing. And then they did smoky palettes before. But I want them to do a jewel tone palette. Like a rich, do duochrome blues with a purple shift, like a green with a gold shift, like rich, heavy foiled shades. I think they would kill it if they did it that way. Another palette they released, this one is for holiday. This is their Elements palette. It's circular. I like the fun packaging for holiday, but I can see people not liking the circular shape. It's a little bit difficult to store. Again, I wish they would go thinner. I don't know. This one is all plastic. It has a little lip. You open it up. It has a full mirror, which is good. Like, this mirror is a good mirror. And then it has the shades down here in kind of an astrological layout. I don't know. It's a fun layout. Now, this guy only has 3 mattes. It's a caramelly brown matte, like more of a peachy beige matte, and a pink matte. And again, their mattes in this are extremely creamy and extremely beautiful. So I like the matte shades. And then their shimmer shades. So they have a couple of glitter shades in here, a couple of satiny shades, and then some of those chunkier glitters. The blue shade they have in here, Sapphire Dream. Shut up. Shut your mouth. This is what I mean by a jewel tone palette. Like, that blue would kill it. Then they have, what is this called? Heavy Water, which is a blue shade, like a blue tea. Like, they do these shades phenomenally well. Like, if they did that, let me check the green shade. So these shades feel very buttery, creamy, like a dimethicone rich formulation. This is what I'm talking about. So if they amped up that green so it wasn't as muted, I would die. Yeah, the purple could use some work, but I know purples are hard to make. It has microfine pink glitter in it, but it's beautiful. And I think their coppers are also gorgeous. Oh God, where am I going to put this? I'll put it right here. That copper shade is gorgeous. So I think they had the right vibe here. If they did this Elements palette in like their standard naked format, but did like heavy saturated foiled type formulations, I think they would do really well. This palette does have some beautiful shades. Again, limited mattes, but really beautiful foil shades. So if you're into this kind of palette, this is actually a pretty nice one, I do believe. Like, these shades are done well. They're smaller pans. There's not tons of product in here, but it's a cute like holiday set. So I do like that palette. Now another brand that's doing like a metals collection is e.l.f. Cosmetics, and e.l.f. sends me things all the time. I don't always share their things because it's really hit or miss with e.l.f. for me. So this is their modern metals collection, which people were intrigued by them. Now the packaging feels cheap. It's light plastic, and I mean, for the price, like, I don't really expect them to go, like, crazy with the packaging, but it's cute. They tried to do a little cute with the gold packaging. This is in their regular 10-pan eyeshadow layout, so it's just a little 10-pan palette. They have 5 mattes and 5 shimmers in here with e.l.f. palettes. Now, this guy feels their shades are gorgeous. They feel pretty nice. They have this silky texture to them. They're not overly foiled, but if you dampen them, they're gonna get foiled. And their mattes are decent, and they have some fun shades in here. The thing about e.l.f. Cosmetics, their eyeshadows, you need a good primer with these to make them really stay in place all day. They're gonna fade because the formulation, there's just something about the formulation where they fade a little bit over time, like throughout the day. So you're not gonna get like long wear out of them. So you need a good primer for this. But if these are shades that you're into, like the shades are pretty nice. Like they apply well and they blend out pretty well. So I do like them. It's just you kind of get what you pay for. It's not gonna be the most outstanding formula, but if you're wearing it for a short time or you wear it with a really good eyeshadow primer, you're gonna get your money's worth. So I do like the little palette. The other thing they released is this blush highlight palette. This guy, whoo, okay, so when I got this, I was like, oh my god, that's pretty. And then I hit it with a brush, and the kickback is some serious kickback. It is, whoa, okay? So, very powdery formulation. Their highlight colors are pretty decent, but you're gonna get kickback like nobody's business. And with powdery products, you're gonna have the issue with fading. So these are gonna fade a bit. So you have to either set these in place with a setting spray or have like a good face primer, or you know, your face makeup under this that's gonna cling to this, because this is not gonna be long wearing. It's not outstanding, like blow you away, but it's a good little palette. The highlighters are creamy. They're not glittery. They apply really nicely to the skin. And, you know, I don't know. Like, it is what it is. It's not like, oh my god, but they're decent enough. You get what I mean? And then they released 2 lip shades with this. So they have a matte liquid lipstick in an orangey, like, muted shade, which is a quintessential pumpkin spice shade. I really like this shade. The formulation is so-so. It's not terrible, but it's not like the best either. So again, you kind of get what you pay for. And then the lip gloss is this shimmery gold. This is a nice little lip gloss, guys. It has like a clear champagne-y base with champagne glitter to it. But the glitter isn't like stand out, like it won't look like glitter. It will just look glossy on the lips. And I really like that. So they did hit it out the park with the lip gloss, and even the liquid lipstick is not a bad one either. So I do like these 2 products from the line, and the eyeshadow palette is pretty decent. It's just you're gonna need to work with that. And the face palette, it's so-so. Next, Suva Beauty reached out to me and they were like, hey, we want to send you some products to try out. I'm like, send it on, I am available. So Suva is an indie brand. They're known for their colorful liners, their water activated liners. These are called the matte Hydra liners. These are cake liners. So you add water to them to activate the product. And these are really beautiful, bold colors. They have this teal one is called Freezie. Grape soda is the purple one, and then the blue one is Tracksuit. These are cute. They're nice. They apply well. They're pigmented. They're colorful. I just don't like cake eyeliners. But I can see if you're into this kind of stuff, if you want to get really creative with your liner, you want bold colors, this is probably going to be right up your alley because they have interesting colors. Like, these are not just going to be black or brown. These are colorful shades. So if you want to get artistic, especially with Halloween coming up, if you want to get artistic, these are very pretty. Again, pigmented and water activated. So these are fun products to use for face painting, for creative liners. And you can mix them too to create like different colors, like unique colors. They also have an eyeshadow palette. This is called Black Party. It's black. It's their Block Party palette. This has colorful shades. And I was excited when I got this. But here's the thing. Like, the shades, do you see this? Are pigmented. They feel a little bit drier though. Some of them, like that Boombox shade, which is this teal, felt a little bit dry, but it's pigmented as hell. Then you have Dancing Shoes, which is this blue. Again, it feels a little bit gritty as you apply it, but you won't necessarily feel that on the eyes. And that can cause like a little bit of patchiness, so just be careful with these. I haven't really tested this out yet, so I can't say for sure what the formulation is like. But I've heard good things, and I have to test it out to see. Block Party has 5 mattes and then 5 shimmers. Let's see, Mixtape is, oh, look at this shimmer. Let's see. Ooh, yes. And then this purple. Oh, that purple feels beautiful. It feels creamy. Oh, it's like an ultraviolet purple. That is a pretty one. Then you have Nachos. So the shimmers feel like a dimethicone rich formula. Like, they feel creamy. They would probably work better with a sticky base or like a damp brush. Definitely need a synthetic brush, but I am excited to try this out. So this is the Block Party palette. Suva Beauty also sent me their new liquid lipsticks. Now these are called their Moisture Matte Lipsticks. These are cute, right? The packaging's cute. Here are their shades of liquid lipstick. Now the thing that makes me a little bit apprehensive is that these all look like light pastel-y shades. So I don't know necessarily how these shades are going to look on my complexion, my skin tone. So I have to try these out and see. There's probably only like one shade that would really be flattering on me. The other ones are too creamy pastel. So yeah, I don't know. Like, I'm gonna try these out, but so far the shades are a little bit sheer. The only one that really applied well so far is this Imagination shade. So I have to test these out. I'm a little bit apprehensive, but we'll see about that. We'll see how they fare. Liquid lipsticks, it's just so much is going on, so much competition. And then I got a box from JUVIA'S place. JUVIA'S is now in Ulta, so it's like a good opportunity for them. And I'm excited to see what they do with it. They released the Afrik collection. I got the Afrik palette. I picked that up myself. And then they sent me the highlighters. So they released loose highlighters. You can either buy them as individuals or you can buy them in sets. The sets look like this, and you get the 2 highlighters, the coordinating highlighters. So this one happens to be the Royalty, so you'll get the 2 highlighters in here. I think this is a lot of extra packaging that you don't need. Here are the little boxes, which are cute. I love their packaging. Like, they're keeping to their theme, and I love this. So I think there are 4 shades available. I think I got all 4. So there is Nefertiti, Nubia, Royalty 1 and 2, which is the set that I got. Maybe there's another set, but I got the Royalty set. The thing about this is, I don't know that everybody is ready for loose highlighters. Like, I am not a fan of loose highlighters. I know ColourPop does it, and there's another indie brand that did it, and they're in Sephora now, and they did press the highlighters. Like, they did, because people want pressed highlighters. Loose highlighters are a little bit more difficult to use, and you get a ton of product, yes, and they look really beautiful, yes, but like, I don't want to be bothered with a loose highlighter. You know what I mean? Like, they get so messy. They go all over the place, and then you're left with glittery product everywhere. Now, these are very pretty, and if you're interested in using loose highlighters, then go for it. You won't be disappointed, and they aren't overly priced. And these work great on deeper skin tones because they're more of a bronzy undertone. They're not like icy shimmery glitter. The Nefertiti one that I have here is probably the lightest one. They're nice. It's just, I don't love loose highlighters, and I am less likely to reach for a loose highlighter over a pressed one. So I wish they would have done just pressed highlighters like how they did their pressed blushes, you know what I mean? And then they released liquid lipsticks, and they sent me 2 of the shades. So I have the shade Afrik and Lulu, and these are reds. One is a brighter rich red, and these are more impressive to me than the Suva ones. Like with the Suva ones, I apply them, the pigmentation was kind of a little sheer, but these from JUVIA'S, like the pigmentation is instant. The Lulu is the darker shade, which is going to be beautiful on my skin tone, and then the bright red here is Afrik. I love that intense red. I'm going to have to test these out, but I'm really excited about them. It's a very thin formula though, but the pigmentation is there, like intense. I am kind of wanting to wear, I'm going to wear one of these tomorrow. Alright, now with that being said, I have quite a few Kevyn Aucoin products to share with you, and I'm very excited to share these with you because I think Kevyn Aucoin is one of those underrated brands because they have really beautiful professional products that are high quality, and I think they make amazing face products. The problem I find though is that they don't really go as deep as they should because we need a lot more people to enjoy these products, and you need to expand your shade range. And I need them to step it up in that sense because they do have some really good products. So far, they will suit light skin tones, pale skin tones, medium skin tones, tan skin tones, up to my complexion. I don't think they go much deeper than me. You're not going to find anything that works for you, which is a problem because I shouldn't be the darkest one to experience your products. So Kevyn Aucoin, you have good products. They do have a decent enough shade range in their foundation, but they can still go deeper. So I'm looking at you, Kevin. I know, rest his soul. Kevyn Aucoin team over there, hello, hi. We like your products and we want to support you, but you listen, step it up, step it up. So the most recent thing that I was sent is the Kevyn Aucoin. This is called the Contour Book, The Art of Sculpting and Defining Volume 3. So this, I love that they have, I love the palette, like the design. It's sleek. It has this vinyl. Yeah, that's cute. Inside you have a nice mirror, right? And then you have 3 sculpting products. Now, I know this is not necessarily the thing that an everyday consumer would want, because do you really need 3 contour shades? But I like to build dimensions, so I do like having options for contour shades where it's not just one contour shade, but I want to go deeper in some cases. I want to go lighter some places. So for me, this works out because the Sculpting Deep is where I would go the deepest, but like the medium is where I would use to contour my nose, and then the light I can use in the contour of like my eyes. And then they have these 2 highlight products, which I think Kevyn Aucoin does highlight products so well, because even though they may seem light, like because of the formulation, they blend into the skin so well that they just look like second skin. They just look like a glow from within, which apparently we've deviated from that, where we don't want to glow from within. Now we want to shine to the heavens. I don't like that. I like a very subtle glow. I like something that looks good on the skin. It looks like it could be my skin, you know what I mean? And Kevyn Aucoin does that well. He also includes this blush contour, like a gradient blush. It's nice, but it's not my favorite shade. I wish they'd put the orangey shade in here, but I'm not too mad at it. I do really like this palette, and I think if you're a tan skin, a medium deep skin, you like my skin or higher, you would really enjoy this. Even though it's a palette, I think pros would really enjoy this as well. It's a really, really good palette. Now, he also sent me, this I got a while back. This is the Electro Pop Pro Eyeshadow Palette. He recently released like a nude palette. but this one is the Electro Pop. Okay, this palette, it's a learning curve, but the shades are freaking amazing. So this is more like a dimethicone creamy eyeshadow. It's not a cream eyeshadow, but it might as well be, because you have to treat it and apply it kind of like a cream eyeshadow. It works best with your fingers. It works best with like a stiff a stiff synthetic brush, and I do use stiff synthetic brushes myself, so I like it. Like my Rite Aid brush is perfect for this. But these shades are like some of the creamiest foiled, like, but still subtle shimmer eyeshadows that I've ever touched. But like I said, be careful, because the formulation is more like a dimethicone rich formulation that is bordering on a cream. This formulation almost needs a specific brush and like application technique. But if you can get these to apply to your skin, just play around with it. They're so amazing, and they're colorful without being like too bright or bold. Like, to me, he has very wearable products almost. Like, they're subtle and they span like any race, and not any race. Kevyn Aucoin, look at you again. We need to darken up some stuff. But it spans like any age. So even like really young, I want bold, in your face metallic lovers can wear this. And mature skin where you have like sagging, maybe little lines in your lids. I have a lot of lines in my lids. So I need something that's not quite as foiled. These are very flattering on even like crepey skin. So I love this palette, but be forewarned, it's not the, like, it's not foolproof. Like, you have to play with it a little bit, but it's really gorgeous. I really love that a lot. And then he released these concealers that I've spoken about before, so I'm not going to dwell too much on them. The concealers, the Ethereal Skin concealers are phenomenal. They are probably my number one. Yes, I'll say it right now. It's my number one concealer formula. I think this is amazing. I also have his Ethereal Skin foundation. I picked that up on my own after I tried these out, because I'm like, if the concealers are this great, I know the foundation must be as phenomenal. The concealers are better than the foundation, though. The foundation is nice. I really do like it, but like the shade selection is questionable. But these concealers, oh, listen, just like apart from the shade range being sketch, the formulation is fantastic, and you need to try these. This is one of those products that I will look at you right now and say, the next Sephora VIB sale, pick this up. If you can't wait, pick it up anyway, because it's worth it. And I love it. The shades that I use EO8, EO7, and EO6. So I wouldn't recommend doing what I do, but because, I mean, I got these, I'm going to mix them. So I really mix the 7 and the 8, because the 8 is a little bit deeper orange, and then the 7 is lighter, so I kind of mix them to get it. But like the deeper shade covers up darkness, like around my mouth would be ideal for this. This is so good. It's so much better than Tarte Shape Tape that's heavy. This is like what Tarte Shape Tape would be if it suited everybody, because it's full coverage, but it's not thick and heavy, and it doesn't settle into it. You need to set any concealer under your eyes if you have lines. Just, it is what it is. But this is so silky smooth. It blends out so well. It blends in with like foundation. It doesn't stand out, because even though it's full coverage, it doesn't look heavy under the eyes. So I love, love, love that concealer. It's one of those things that I'm like, go and get it, because it's that phenomenal. Now, from Kevyn Aucoin, I also got liquid lipsticks. Again, these shades are kind of sketch because they are like on the paler pastel side, but like a couple of shades I can work with. This reminds me of the Makeup Forever release. Like when they released their first shades, they were like really light. I was like, who's wearing it? Who? But then they released deeper shades, and I was here for it. Now, the Kevyn Aucoin liquid lipstick, it is not like a dry and matte. These are actually really nice. They're called the Molten Lip Color. So it doesn't say like matte liquid lipsticks. So these are nice, and these have the pigment and they feel cushiony on the lips. I like these as well. It's just the shade range, it leaves something to be desired, but the formulation is pretty good. So I'm excited to see what else he releases with these, because I actually really like this formulation. It's very comfortable, and I like these. I probably only wear the deeper shades though, because like, where am I going? Where? Now he also released another set of the Molten Lips, but these are more of their lip gloss type products. These have glitter in them. These are really beautiful. They have the Fenty Gloss Bomb effect, where they're glossy without, they have glitter in them. Like, you can see the glitter. Like, this one is magenta sapphire. That took a lot. It's a magenta shade with like blue. It's gorgeous. Like, it's reflective. They look gorgeous. They apply beautifully. They feel thin on the lips, but they have this glitter to them that's absolutely gorgeous. So this is another one of his products that I'm excited about. Then I got the Neo Limelight. These are their, is that what they're called? The Neo Limelight. Oh no, this is a Neo, oh, so there's individual stuff. So this is the Neo Limelight in Ibiza. This is a highlighter. Now, you're looking at this like, where are you going, Tina? And that's what I would say too. But like I said, his products, where, let me do here. Do you see how sheer they are? So it's not that they're not pigmented. It's just they're meant to give you a glow and not stand out on your skin. Like, it's not meant to give you a stark contrast. It's just meant to make your skin look beautiful. And that's exactly what it does. So this is the Neo Limelight. This is the Neo Bronzer in Cool Pink Capri. Again, I wouldn't wear this as a bronzer. Where am I going? But it's more like a blushy color, and I can wear that just as a blush. This would be for lighter skin tones. This would not be something that I recommend to my viewers that are darker in skin tone, because yeah, that's not gonna work. You'd have to stick to the darker end for me, much less for deeper skin. Now he has smaller blush versions of those products. These are the Neo blushes. So you have Grapevine. So remember the palette I showed you? This is kind of the same setup. So it has that gradient, and you can make it deeper or lighter. This is where darker skin can use these because it has a deeper side. This is more of a berry tone. You have Pink Sand, which is for lighter skin, obviously, because that is really light. You have, this one is called Rose Cliff. This can be for medium skin. Really gorgeous. And then I think the one that I love the most is this shade. It's Sunset. This is what I wish was in the palette. Tell me that you don't love that. This is oh my god, gorgeous. It's like a tangerine, like really fluorescent color. It's gorgeous. He also had this kit. I don't know if it's still available, but it's magnetized. It's like a little book. So it has 3 different things. You can separate them, but they magnetize to each other. I thought that was cute. And there are 3 different products in here. So I have, let's see, the Neo Setting Powder is this middle shade. This guy, if you want to glow all over, you can use that all over. I would not, because I can't glow all over. But if you wanted a powder that gives you that ethereal glow, that is kind of like the Hourglass powders, this is a beautiful one. And like I said, it just gives you an all over glow, and it doesn't look stark because you don't see it. Even though it looks really pale, it just gives you a glow. That would be my ideal highlighter. Like, look, do you see? Like, do you see me? Do you see me? Yeah, beautiful. Then you have the Neo Bronzer. Again, this bronzer shade. This one looks deeper than the other one. And then you have the Neo Limelight. So this was a trio with the larger ones that I showed you, but this is a smaller little set. And I don't know if I'd ever told you about the Charlotte Tilbury products that I had gotten. So Charlotte Tilbury had sent me the Magic Foundation, which I absolutely love. Let me grab the shade that I've been using. Ugh. So the shade I use is 9.5. I also have shade 9, but 9.5 was my summer shade, so I'm going to probably switch out. This, I think, is 9. I I love this foundation. Again, another brand that needs to work on their shade range, because if this is dark, I think they have one more shade that might be deep, but that's it. And I'm not that dark, so this shouldn't be one of your darkest shades. But I do love this formulation. I think it's amazing. So if you wanted to try it out, it definitely is great. Again, I'm 9.5 in the summer. I think I'm gonna be 9 in the winter time. But I love her products, and I think she would do well again with extending her shade range. And then I got this from Makeup Designery, or Mud. Mud is UK based. So they reached out to me after I did my my makeup community video. They were like, hey, they reached out and they were like, oh, we watched your video, we liked it. And they don't have the kind of drama in the UK as they do here. And I'm like, ain't that the truth? And they said they wanted to send me some products. So I said, okay, cool, go ahead. I've heard about them. I know their brand, but it's not popular in the United States. So they sent me individual single eyeshadows and their customizable palette. The eyeshadows, like that's pastel blue, and look, you know, like they're creamy. They feel nice. The pigment is there, like it's smooth. So I don't know though about the exciting color, like how exciting they are. But you can see just like these lighter colors that shouldn't be as intense as you would think. Like you look at them, you're like, oh, those aren't crazy. But they are like look at that gold. Like they are really pigmented and really nice. So I'm excited to try these out. And they sent me as well these waxes, and this is another little palette of eyebrow waxes, or like tinted brow products. And I don't know that I love these. I don't know, like they're okay if you're going for a very subtle brow. If you have full brows like myself and you just fill them in a little bit. But I don't know if they stand up against the pomades on the market. So this is so. These little pomades, they're okay. They're not like, oh my god, I need them, OMG. And they also sent me lipsticks, so cream lipsticks. This packaging is killer. Like it really feels luxurious and great. And the formulation feels pretty creamy. And they have like fun shades. So this one is called Lucky. This is the shade I was looking for. Oh my god, it's like a poppy red. So it's orangey. It's beautiful. All right, this shade is Flirt. This is like a bold pink. It's like Candy Yum Yum from MAC. But it's gorgeous. It doesn't feel dry. And I am excited about their lipsticks. So their eyeshadows, cool. Their lipsticks, also cool, but the brow waxy things, no, I'm that one I can skip out on. Oh, I forgot that Charlotte Tilbury had also sent me the Youth Boosting Perfect Foundation. Oh, I haven't tried this yet. You see? Okay, so I'm gonna try this. Oh, I know why I didn't try this, because in the summer months, I'm definitely not going to try a glowy foundation. But in the winter, with the air being drier and my skin not being as oily, I will try this out. So I am interested in that guy. And then from IT Cosmetics, let me finish up with IT Cosmetics. Oh, no. Oh, my God. There are other things. Kevyn Aucoin. Oh, my God. Let me talk some more. Kevyn Aucoin also did this. Gimme. This is the highlighting trio, the prismatic highlighting trio. This, okay, you see it, you're like, okay, those are 3 white shades. These are like duochrome shades. Now, the problem with these, and that's why I wanted to show them to you, they are chunky. I would not, right out the gate, want to recommend these because they have this chunkier texture that you're going to need to press into the skin. So again, once you press and blend them out, they give you this ethereal glow, but it's definitely a chunkier texture. It reminds me of the Kat Von D stuff, and there's definitely more glitter to it. So if you're into that more glittery thing, and you're gonna press these and buff these into the skin, then these might be up your alley. But these, I wasn't thrilled about that palette from Kevyn Aucoin. So I want to, of course, mention all the things that I love and things that aren't necessarily my favorite. So that prismatic highlighting trio was not necessarily my favorite. And then I'll wrap up with the last stuff from IT Cosmetics. They sent me their blushes. So have you guys seen their blushes? They're gradient blushes as well, similar to the Kevyn Aucoin one. These are nice, and I do like them. They have like a highlighty part and then a matte part. These are actually pretty nice. I think I got 3 of these, right? 3 shades of these. So like this one is the, which one is this? The bronzer, blush and bronzer. Now this is anti-aging too, so it has skincare benefits. And this one I really do like because it has like a bronzy shade, a blushy shade, and then a highlight shade. You can mix, I would mix the blush and the contour shade and make a blush and then the highlight like as a topper. This one I really do like. So that one, and then this one was what? This was the bronzer too? Oh, they're all bronzer. So then which shade is this one? Oh, this is Instant Natural Glow is this one, which I'm okay with. But the one in Instant Warm Glow is the one that I would definitely recommend. Very nice. And then they also sent me 2 brushes. This one I got in July. This was their star brush, Superstar Flawless. So it's shaped like a star. It's cute, right? So this is their Buffin foundation brush. I love a Buffin foundation brush, and I do like IT Cosmetics brushes. And then they sent me the heart-shaped one. I made a mess of this room. I'm gonna have to clean up like crazy. But this is the heart-shaped one. This is, I don't know when they re-released this, but it came out for I think Valentine's Day, and then they re-released it again. So it's shaped like a heart, like it's pinched in a heart shape. It doesn't really have like a full heart shape, as you can see, like it rounds out a little bit. But it's a cute brush, and it has hearts in the handle, like it's cute. And it's a buffing brush again. I do like IT Cosmetics, and I do like buffer type brushes like this, so that's cute. And then this is the thing that I am excited about. They sent me their new foundation. So this is the CC, no, not the foundation. This is the CC cream, but it's the oil-free matte. So I love their CC cream. The shades are trash, and the shade looks a little bit green on me, like green olivey gray. Now they released the matte oil-free, and they released new shades, some darker shades, but not like ultra dark. So the deepest they go is this shade, which is deep. It's definitely too dark for my skin. I think I used the shade Rich and Tan, but I don't know, like I see them trying to do more with their shade range, so I'm interested to see that. And with a matte CC cream, I'm very interested in that. So, okay, oh my god, that's a lot. It's a lot, and I have, let me know what you guys want to see reviews on, swatch more detailed swatches on. I'll do all of that for you guys. But like I said, there's some fun products here. Some of these brands I'm excited about. Kevyn Aucoin, I definitely wanted to share with you. I'm really excited and thankful to these brands for sending me these products to try out so I can try out for you guys. But I'm also going to pretty much say my true feelings about the products. I'm not going to sugarcoat things because I know it helps these brands as well to look into their products and figure out like what they can tweak, what they can improve, and where they need to do some work. So let me know what you guys think. I will leave a full list of all these products down below along with links on where you can pick them up. Some of those links I generate through Ulta and Sephora, and they are affiliate links, which means I will make a small sales commission if you make a purchase through those links. It's an easy way to give back to the channel to help me put back into like creating content for you guys. But if you're not comfortable with that, just shop the way you normally shop. No muss, no fuss. But if you do purchase through my links, thank you so much for the support. And as usual, I will leave links to my Instagram and Twitter and Snapchat because apparently I'm a Snapchatter now. You should definitely be following me along. And until my next video, which will be very soon, I'll talk to you. Bye, guys.